I heard from our dear friend Biggie. A lot of people emailed me to say, when's Biggie coming back? You know, love Biggie.
We miss Biggie. How's Biggie?
Miss Biggie. You know, we play some best of material, and Biggie's on it. So some people were confused. Say, is Biggie back? What's going on? We mixed you in.
No, it's like Barrett just is not best of guy. You know, when you have to, believe me, when you're scraping the bottom of the barrel of this program for a best of.
That's right.
You think Barrett's going to make the cut?
That's right. You're going to make
BB Shea.
You didn't.
His street name, of course.
Sorry. We didn't put you in. We put Biggie in. Everybody's like, so I had a lot of people like, what's going on?
Is he back?
Is Biggie? I'm sorry. I just had a peanut. Excuse me.
It's a poor choice.
I should not have had it right before this show started. I mean, right before this show started. I heard from two people involving Biggie. One, he's at a facility right now, a health and wellness facility. I can't give the name. I'm sorry. This peanut is really bothering me.
You want to turn off your mic and hawk up a little bit?
I have a huge problem right now. I can't even tell you.
Won't go up or down?
No, it's right there. This is not the virus. What a terrible way to start. Yeah. This is awful, or what? We've been off a week. Yeah.
And it's still not best of.
I'm off a week.
Mostly because of BB Shea.
You think this is making the best of? This will not be on in July. This will not be. Anyway, heard from a woman who is with Biggie at his health and wellness facility. You know how people listen through the app?
I do.
I don't know how they do that. I don't know. But people listen to us through the app, wherever they are. And Biggie is, I can't say where he is. He's not local. But a woman that you can email me through the app. It says, do you want to contact Two Guys Named Chris?
Okay.
And I get those emails, but I can't respond to them. You know,
that's right.
They're one-way.
They're one-way communication.
Exactly. So this woman says, I have met the nicest person in the world at a health and wellness facility. I'm a patient myself, and I've met Josh. And so I had to stop and go, who is Josh? That's Biggie. That's Biggie's real name. So I thought, okay, it's Biggie. And she said, this is the nicest, most amazing person, and everyone here absolutely loves him. We're all patients here, and we're in group counseling together and stuff. And she says, what can I do for him? And I think, I don't know, man, you're right there. I don't have it. She goes, to me, she says, what can I do to help him through his journey? And I thought, I don't even know what journey. I don't know what he's doing. You know,
you're certainly not qualified.
No. And I can't write her back. So she's going to think I'm the biggest jerk there is because I cannot. That's what people do. They complain, and I can't say, here's what here's what it is. So anyway, apparently he's making new friends there and doing well. And we look forward to having him back. Oh, what? 2 or 3 weeks, I guess he'll be back. We don't know. You know, it's wide open. BB Shea's still here. I'll tell you what he did tell me. He texted me. You know, he's got that Apple Watch.
Yeah.
And
not BB Shea.
No. Yeah. Biggie's got it. Biggie's got an Apple Watch. And when he got it, I'll have to admit, I thought to myself, why does he have an Apple Watch? You know, what is it? And, you know, he walked in with it one day, and I thought, first of all, I think they're a waste of money anyway. I've never thought Apple Watches were worth. My wife swears by hers. And she got it, and he got one.
It really gets under your skin when people get one.
I don't like them. I think, why are you wasting?
You wear your display watch.
But this is a display watch. This was given to me. This was a gift to me. The Apple Watch always, to me, it's like you have to have your phone nearby to even have it. And everybody that has them says, I can't do without it. And I think, really? I mean, why? What is it so great about an Apple Watch? Do you want one?
I had one for about a year, and I stopped using it.
Okay.
What'd you use it for mostly, BB Shea?
Just to tell the time, essentially.
Yeah. The time?
And get texts.
Right.
And I could talk into the watch and text people back. But I'm not a watch person.
Seems unnecessary to me. All that stuff, because you have to, at least the one my wife has, the phone has to be in the room. And I thought, well, if the phone's in the room, then you've basically got that you're duplicating. Well, Biggie said that when he started to work out, I guess they've got him in a pool. He told me he's not treadmill ready.
A lot of people do use it for fitness.
That's right. They use it for fitness. And so he was, for the first time, doing a workout, the first time in a long time. And, he's got, obviously, the whole reason he's not here is because he's got health issues and weight issues. So he gets into the pool to do a workout, and the Apple Watch called 911.
It's never seen heart rate like that before.
No, it's apparently as soon as he got in and started doing whatever they were doing.
Overload.
Code red.
And I said, well, that's offensive. And my wife had that happen.
That's right, in Disney, what, 3-4 years ago?
Yes, we were at, I think it was Disney, and we were parked in the parking lot, and we were walking to the gates of Disney. And it's
warmish day?
Warm. Oh, yeah. Hot.
This was your July excursion, right?
Yes. This was probably, 8 in the morning, 85 degrees and humid. And we've walked about 100 yards, and her watch started to buzz, and it said, "What are you doing?"
Find shade immediately.
Yeah. And now this time, we just went to Dollywood. Just went to the Great Smoky Mountains. Great trip. I would recommend Dollywood to anybody. I have to tell you. I would tell people. I came back and they said, "Where'd you go?" And I said, "Dollywood." And they'd be like, "Oh, my God, I'm so sorry." They don't know. They don't realize. It's a hidden gem. Dollywood is a great park. Anyway, we went, once again, parked out in the parking lot. Halfway across the parking lot, her watch starts to buzz.
Oh, no.
And it says, "Are you starting a workout? What's going on?" And she says, "No, I am not starting a workout." And then we go another 10 steps, and it says, "Are you absolutely sure you're not starting a workout?" And she said it's a wake-up call. She's like, okay, here's the second time she's walking across a parking lot, and this thing starts to buzz on her.
Was she uncomfortable walking?
Well, she's warm, and her heart rate gets up. She doesn't do a lot of... and I said the same for Biggie. I said, Biggie's got you beat on this. And Biggie said, "I've got your wife beat."
Literally calling for an ambulance.
Literally... It literally
calling the paramedics.
911. Exactly. I saw today, this is technology-based as well, with the Apple Watch and everything.
Do either of your kids, Kelly, have one?
No,
Apple
not
Watch?
yet. Not yet. Now, of course, they're glued to their phones.
Yeah.
In fact, they're so glued to their phone. Now, what do you think is the right amount of time? How many hours? Because I happen to look at my son's
the screen time thing?
The screen time. What's yours in a day? Do you know? Do you have any idea?
I disabled it.
Okay. All right.
So I don't know the answer, but it's probably higher than I'd like to admit.
Well, my son, I had his phone in my hand last week, and I just happened to look at it. What do you think it is? Now, how many hours per day do you...
Let's see. He's 17.
That's right, 17.
He's on vacation.
Well, but this was before. This was
okay.
This was back 2 weeks ago.
So his normal schedule?
Normal schedule at school.
So he probably goes to bed at what, midnight?
Right.
Gets up at 8?
Right.
7?
Let's say 8. I think he sleeps about 8 hours.
Okay.
I mean, and on the weekend, now he'll sleep in.
So that's 16 hours of
right.
awake time.
That's right.
Factor in 5 hours at school.
Mm-hmm.
Take it down to 11. Mm-hmm. Let's say 9.5.
8.5. Okay, he's on 8.5 hours.
Wow.
But he can be on it at school. They let him.
Oh.
Well,
like between break or between classes, maybe.
But he's
at lunch.
Whenever there's a big sports move, he immediately texts me.
Yeah.
He's on it all the time.
In history class.
That's right. Yeah, exactly. And of course, he's gotten in trouble before for receiving a text, and it was when I told him Von Miller had been traded, and that was on me.
Yeah, you both shared detention that day.
I came home. My wife said, she goes, "Your son was getting texts at school."
He was not.
I was the one that texted him. So he's at 8 hours and 25 minutes.
Wow.
And I said, okay, and like you just said, he sleeps 8 hours. Mm-hmm. So that's literally half his awake time. And I said, I want this cut to 5 by the end of the summer.
Arbitrary?
Completely. Completely arbitrary. So I want this cut.
I read a study that says 5 hours is plenty.
I didn't even read a study. I didn't even read a study. I said, I want this cut to 5 by August. And he goes, he's like, "Summer, I'm going to be on it all the time with my moves."
Yeah.
And I said, "I don't care. I want it cut to 5. That's too much." And I said, "Otherwise, I'm going to start taking it from you when I go to bed." When I go to bed at 8 o'clock.
What?
Yeah. And he flipped out over that. He's like,
this
"What?"
Seems like an opening gambit. It sounds like there might be room to negotiate.
That didn't even happen. But then I've looked at it since, and it stayed right about where it is. Now, my daughter's about 5 hours. Mine is, by the way, I looked at mine. He goes, "What's you're on it all the time." 1.5 hours. But still, that's still high. 1.5 hours a day, to be just staring at your phone, looking at, doing this, doing that. Wordle. All of those things come into play.
That does count.
It all plays in.
I saw a young girl. I guess she was probably close to your son's age because she was driving, but she was young. And I was walking home from my walk, and thankfully on the sidewalk, because I'd never seen this technique before, and maybe this is something that young people are doing. You know, you've seen 1,000 people, young people, on their phones while they're driving.
Of course.
And not just young.
Of course.
Plenty of people my age do it too.
Oh, yes, yes.
It's one of my big gripes is people on their phones while they're driving. But this young lady, to her credit, had 2 hands on the wheel and 2 hands on her phone. The grip, the hand positioning was spectacular.
She's really learned.
She was like double TikTok, where both thumbs were working the screen, but she had 2 hands on the wheel.
Really got it. Really, that's okay. At least she's driving.
I almost tipped my cap.
Oh yeah, almost. You want to say, well done, you know?
Yeah. Now, of course, her attention couldn't have been on the road.
Oh God, no.
And there are tons of little children on our street. It's terrifying.
It's terrible. I mean, it's terrible.
Terrifying.
I agree. We are so.
We don't care.
Americans, we do.
We just don't care.
I think it's worldwide, probably. People do not care. They will look at their phones and text while they are driving. It's like we can't get away from them. So I saw today, this is all about technology. When I was just preparing this show, Chris Demm and I diligently, it doesn't sound like it, but we're going through it. I mean, so much stuff. But you come back from a vacation, and, you know, things are out of... I should have gotten here early today. I even said I need to get up early. I can't make myself get up early anymore. I just can't do it. You know, there's 2 things I can't do. I can't get up early. Because I said, last night I said to my wife, I said to the A-Train.
With time off, you need to get in early.
I said I need because there'll be things to record.
You'll always be scrambling.
Constantly. And I said, and things won't look exactly right. Like I came in here and looked at this control board. It was completely different. You know, all these things. Because we hadn't been here in a week. And I said, I need to be here a half hour early. Well, the alarm went off. And I just snoozed it. And just I mean, I can't do it. And 2, I just can't give up Diet Coke. I've tried. I have tried. I mean, I can't tell you how many times and I've done it in the past for months. And now I just said to myself yesterday, because we were down to the last one. And I was drinking it, and my son was out, and I called him, and I said, whatever you do, get Diet Coke on your way home.
Can I have an extra hour screen time?
Yes.
2, 3, I don't care.
Yes. I said, stop and get Diet Coke on your way home.
I'm in a bad part of town. Stop anyway.
I did. I called
There's bars all over the window.
So, right, I go in and get...
There's people hanging out outside. You get in there and get Daddy his Diet Coke.
I have an addiction. I have an addiction to Diet Coke. And I told him, I said, just whatever it takes, just go and get it. And I saw, because I can see what he spends on his card, and he spent $7.97 at an Express Mart. And I thought, well, he went into a convenience store and got Diet Coke. I told him to stop at a grocery store, cheaper. And then today, now that was last night. He didn't come home until after I went to bed. His curfew was 9 o'clock. I went to bed at 8. Okay. And so I got up today, and I didn't see the Diet Coke. And I went in the fridge, and I was tearing apart. I mean, I'm tearing apart the place.
Oh,
no. And I couldn't find it. I don't know where. I don't know.
It's like that movie, Requiem for a Dream.
The refrigerator started talking to me. Started moving.
There's nothing in here for you, man.
I mean, I was throwing stuff out. At 3:45 a.m., I'm throwing stuff out of the refrigerator looking for it.
Supposed to be at work by now.
Exactly. I was
First day back.
supposed to come in early. I knew things wouldn't be as they should be.
Don't want to be scrambling.
And I was scrambling. And my computer started giving me huge problems. And so now I'm scrambling. And I have not had a Diet Coke. And I don't even know if that's what he got. He went to the Market Express. I don't even know. I don't know if he got it or not. I mean, he is.
Is it possible it's in his car?
Very possible. Yes, that's a real possibility. Could be anywhere.
I looked in his passenger seat.
I was looking in cabinets and pantry and all those places. No idea. And I don't know. I should have been way more specific. He could have plastic bottles. Yeah. I only like it in the can. Yeah. I only like it in.
Don't take that out of context. Please. Now that everything is digitally available.
I know.
Please don't take that out of context. We're adults here.
That's another. You can't make a mistake anymore. They just people just
instant meme.
You are screwed.